Hey guys, welcome back.
Welcome to episode 54. 54.
Oh shit, did Doom just stop Thor? Yo!
Oh. I was going to do 54. Give me more Doomsday stuff.
54.
I can't take any more.
54 for Christopher Nolan. He did it once more.
No, we're slipping.
Ba-dum.
Right.
Right.
Odyssey.
Big week. The Odyssey. New Christopher Nolan film.
We watched it.
We did.
We watched it in
IMAX 70mm.
70mm BFI.
First night BFI IMAX in London because we're locked in, aka I'm locked in. I got us the tickets a year
Alex
ago.
got us the tickets
No
year
one
ago.
thanked me on the night, but
Thanks for the tickets, mate.
thanks, mate. No worries. It's not like it was really hard to get them at all. Not like they're literally the most sought after thing in the world of cinema right now, and I got us to be there the first night. But look, don't even mention it.
Thanks, Alex.
Honestly, guys. Next time, one of you can come with me. We'll do a sweepstake.
You should. That'd be funny.
No one replied.
Nick's coming with us, guys.
Crazy, biggest fan.
So,
but yeah, should we do a score for the Odyssey out of 10?
yeah,
3, 2, 1.
9
10
out of 10. 10 out of 10 is crazy.
Have I given a 10 out of 10? Have we done a 10 out of 10? I feel like I've said that before and I've gone, oh my god, first one on the pod. But I don't think I have. Nothing's been out where I would have given
Can't
it a
think
10.
of one. 10 out of 10 I think is a bit too... you know what? I will say, this is the first time in a long time, especially for a film of this length, that I've walked out of it and thought, right, I want to watch that again.
Man, I'm desperate to watch it again. I tried to look for tickets in LA, just impossible, obviously.
Yeah, I'm sure.
But yeah, I thought this was spectacular.
I thought it was very good. It was very good.
The first 2/3, I was thinking, this is good. This is really good. Obviously, like, it's not one of Nolan's best to me, but that last hour is just generational.
See, I think we're swapped. I prefer the first.
That is insane.
I prefer watching him go through the journey. I prefer the different stages of it rather than the ending.
Mate, the ending, the last hour of the Odyssey, maybe the best hour of a film since the hour that Toby and Andrew are in their way home.
I think Oppenheimer has a better ending.
Very similar. This is very similar.
Oppenheimer and the Odyssey are spiritually connected.
Yeah, they are. And I think it's very interesting. And you know what I thought was interesting? Someone said Nolan always comes back to the theme of no, it was something about like nothing is ever worth the time that you lose with your family, and that is very, or like with the people like around you that you love, and that is very prevalent in the Odyssey, Oppenheimer, Interstellar.
Interstellar the most.
But also the Odyssey.
Yeah, I mean, this is the Odyssey. It's what pretty much you could point to any.
It's one of those sort of
character.
staple hero's journey.
You can point to any character and be like, these are the elements from this character in there.
Yeah, of course.
But
Nolan
just did it again.
He's just the GOAT, man.
He smashes it out of the park every time.
I said to you, so before the Odyssey in IMAX, they're showing, I think it's only in IMAX, they're showing like 5 minutes of Dune 3, which was good. And I was kind of thinking, I was like, what's bro doing? I was kind of thinking like, obviously Nolan is like the GOAT, but like, is Denis actually better? And like, he's kind of more of an unsung hero because he doesn't make like big like box office hits. Like 2049 is great, but it didn't do like Oppenheimer numbers, so I feel like it falls under the radar. And I was like, oh, is Nolan really the best?
No,
and then I was just watching this and I was like, he's just the GOAT.
I don't know how he does it.
Like Denis is great. It's not much in it, but Nolan is just like, it's just everything he touches turns to gold. I just don't get it.
But also I think he's captured like film, like people that love film love him, and general audiences love him as well.
I was listening to a podcast today and someone asked, is Christopher Nolan a bigger IP than Star Wars at the moment? And the answer is yes.
Yeah, that's actually just the name being attached to anything.
Insane. Oh, you actually didn't plug in, mate. But I just thought that last hour was just so... I was just watching it, and I was trying so hard not to smile, because if I smiled, I would have just started laughing, because I was in my head, I was like, this is just... I cannot believe what I'm seeing and what I'm feeling right now. And I was just like, this is some of the best filmmaking I have ever witnessed in my entire life.
But I feel like every time I watch a Christopher Nolan film, I think that.
Oh, that last hour of the Odyssey might be his best work. I love Interstellar, and I do think Interstellar's better than this. I don't think this is Nolan's best. I think it's far from it. But that last hour was like, I just could not believe. I just could not believe. I was just watching it, being like, this has gone from really good to like what, like instant classic.
I just don't get this.
It's funny because everyone else says this on the internet. And I think, but you know what it is? I think it's interesting. I think that the ending is only, obviously, I mean, it's kind of the same with any film, I guess, but the ending is so good and that third act is so good because you're so invested in the first 2/3. But I think the payoff really hits. Like, the payoff is so good. And like you said after, you were like, well, we knew it was going to end like that. I kind of thought, is this going to end with like a big battle between like Ithaca and like the sea people? About halfway through, I was like, is that going to be... But then obviously the way it ends thematically and everything just makes so much sense. And it's just... Oh, bro, that scene... Spoilers, who cares?
Yeah.
That scene when Odysseus like does the bow and then shoots it and then just like takes out like a whole room. Meanwhile, Tom Holland is upstairs fighting one guy and I'm just like, Odysseus is the GOAT. Like, he's so... Like, someone did say that scene is very sort of Batman coded. Like, the way Batman will just clear out a room, like, on his own. And
yeah.
I just thought... But the music and just... I was like,
you know what I love
is
so good. The twang of his bow.
Mate, listen, in the score... I've been listening to the score of that scene. Like,
there's a point... I know where he goes, bang, and it like...
Well, it goes like... Boom, boom, boom. And that's when he pulls the thing. I'm just like, oh, it's so good.
Christopher Nolan just knows how to make a film.
He's just goated.
I just don't understand how...
And also, like, he does have a lot of money behind him. Like, yeah, like, and people will be like, well, you know, $250 million and you're that good, obviously. But he's only being given that much money because he's worked, he's earned it. Like, think about you just giving Craig Gillespie nearly as much as Nolan. He just made some crap. Like, literally just some crap.
Yeah, I mean, to be fair, I mean...
But Nolan's just operating at a different level.
That man just must know filmmaking inside and out. Every department, like, he must know. I mean, he also probably has literally the best team in the business around him. I saw this interview where someone says he goes on set and he does just trust his department heads to do their job.
Yeah. I mean, you hear about the conditions they were filming this in. I mean, you kind of have to just... Like, that scene, I think that scene where they filmed, like, the stuff when Tom Holland's being trained, that was a 45-minute hike for everyone. That's ridiculous.
I wonder if... Do you think now every film he does will be entirely 70mm, or is he going to go back?
I did think that. I'm not sure, because I was having a conversation with one of our friends yesterday, and I was saying, the whole thing being in IMAX is really cool. Like, obviously that is amazing, and watching a film entirely like that in the BFI was like a once-in-a-lifetime experience. But I think when you watch Interstellar... I think you go like when you get that change and you're like, right. And when I'm watching it now, because I've seen it so many times, I'm like, I know I'm in for like half an hour of this now. Like, I'm so dialed in. And I do think with this, you kind of lost that because it's the whole time. Yeah. You don't feel like, oh, this is an IMAX scene. Like, this is going to be sick.
I see. If someone had never been to an IMAX before, this isn't the first film I'll be showing them.
No, because I think you
need to see the switch.
You need to see it. Yeah, you need to see it go from... Oh man, because that anytime I'm watching Interstellar or any film and it goes from normal to that, I'm just like, oh, this is just the best moment of my life. And this being, I mean, the whole thing, I mean, that is just an achievement in itself.
Oh my god, the feat of filmmaking it is to film something entirely with those big ass cameras.
They've got to do some sort of physical media release where it's 4:3. They've got to do that surely for this. Surely, I know the Blu-rays come, like the Blu-rays all come with like normal, and then when it goes to IMAX, you get as much as you can for a TV screen, but surely they've got to do it. I mean, what a waste if they don't.
Yeah. But this will be playing forever all time now in the BFI.
To be fair, yeah, like even like Interstellar sells out instantly now, and it's 12 years old. And also, I was having a conversation with the same friend yesterday, because the Odyssey is in IMAX until like September. There are other films, like I'm sure Hunger Games will be in IMAX. I'm sure Clayface might have like a small, but I think it will literally be like, right, Hunger Games is out. They've got 2 weeks in IMAX. Right, as soon as that's done, Odyssey's back on, and then it will just be until June.
Yeah.
And then June will be on for, like... IMAX is really sort of... I think this is the first time, for me personally, that I've heard just sort of people that are general sort of film fans saying, oh, film fans, or just general audiences saying, oh, like, I want... Like, my sister was like, we want to see it. Like, me and my boyfriend want to see it in IMAX, because like, everyone's saying that's the way to see it.
It is the way to see it, though, as well.
But also, you just can't. If you want to do that, you just have to wait.
Well, if you want to see it in BFI IMAX, you have to wait.
Mate, Science Museum's also sold out.
Well, okay, sorry. If you want to watch it projected, like you can watch it in normal IMAX.
Which I would say to someone, if you want to see it in IMAX, just wait, because it'll be like, my mum and dad haven't seen it yet. We're going to see it at the BFI again in a few weeks, and they were like, that's fine. Like, we want to see it there, so we'll wait. But I think if you can't wait, just go to a digital IMAX. Like, it's still better.
Yeah,
have you seen the differences though? Like that scene, like the scene with the giants, you can't even see the heads.
That's not digital IMAX though. So that's normal cinema screens.
Yeah. So digital IMAX is like between.
It's still
more.
Yeah, it's still way more.
It's not that much. I think the difference between digital IMAX and 70mm is bigger than the difference between normal and digital IMAX.
No way, that can't be right.
Bro, digital IMAX is still very wide. 70mm is very obviously like almost a square. I mean, it's 4x3. It's nearly a square. When you go to like Crawley, like I don't look at that and think like, oh, is that like? If we went to the BFI with someone that didn't really know, I said it's a square, they would just be like, oh, I can tell.
Yeah.
At Crawley, you're like Crawley.
Said it twice.
Or like any digital IMAX, you're like, well, like that's still like a wide screen.
I think. Anyway, I mean,
I'll put it this way: when you watch like an IMAX Enhanced on Disney Plus, and it's a digital IMAX, it doesn't even fill the TV, right? Whereas if you watch a scene on like a Nolan Blu-ray or something, and it's one of the 70mm scenes, it fills the TV and it doesn't even get close to having the whole picture.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? IMAX is just goated.
Nolan's goated.
Mate, he's just...
I just don't understand how a man's brain can work like that.
He just doesn't miss.
He doesn't. He doesn't.
To be fair, that Dunkirk and Tenet back to back, that was a bit of a... Like between Interstellar and Oppenheimer
really kicked him into the like main. I mean, he was in the mainstream before, but really kicked him into... Everyone talks about Nolan now. Everyone knows who he is.
I think, yeah, Oppenheimer... I don't know.
I say maybe Batman.
I think Batman definitely put him into the mainstream. I think Inception, that Dark Knight, he did Dark Knight, Interstellar, Dark Knight Rises and Interstellar within 6 years. That is crazy, bro.
You said Interstellar twice, but you mean Inception?
A Dark Knight, Inception, Dark Knight Rises, Interstellar in 6 years. That was 2008 to 2014.
Well, he did a trilogy.
How did he do that?
He did a trilogy of Batman films with films in between, almost in the same amount of time it's taken to make 2 Batman films by Matt Reeves.
We'll get into that. But yeah, Nolan's just operating at this just insane level, and like he writes them as well. Like he's just like, I don't think he didn't write Interstellar. I know that his brother wrote that. But he's just got, and you know,
he's the last 2 have been adaptations.
Yeah, I just walk out and I'm just like, what's he gonna do next? Like, what is he gonna be? And like, how good is it gonna be? He needs to do a sci-fi.
Yeah, I want another sci-fi. An alien film would be cracked.
Yeah, word, man.
Like a proper like alien. Anyway, question for you: if you could have one film shot entirely on 70mm, what would it be? So we can go back and enhance it to be entirely on 70mm.
It's a hard question because I feel like I'm more likely to pick something that's already got 70mm scenes and be like Interstellar. I'd be like, well, if the whole thing was 70mm, that'd be sick. But also, all the scenes in Interstellar that need to be IMAX are IMAX. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
What would be a great film though in IMAX that hasn't like what's like a big kind of epic film that hasn't been shot in IMAX that would be good? Is it like maybe if Avengers 1, like that would be so cool.
Yeah, but
or like the Batman, because that's such a good looking film.
Yeah, the Batman, no IMAX in the Batman.
Yeah,
crazy.
I hate when I go to watch something in IMAX. There's no IMAX scenes. I was like, fuck that. Scooby-Doo 2.
That's 35mm.
Yeah, the Batman would be good.
Yeah, the Batman.
That's
would
a very
be good.
visually.
I love that film. I love that film so much.
Yeah, I know you do, mate. I want to see Sinners at the BFI.
Same, same, man.
It's funny.
That I imagine people would say that would be good entirely in 70mm.
Yeah, I think that being shot on film is kind of enough for that kind of vibe of that. But I was watching a video and someone was saying like Nolan's kind of got this down to a T, and there are like Denis, Ryan Coogler, they are kind of almost not copying him, but they are like, well, I'm just gonna do what he did. Like they both use I'm sure Coogler will now just use IMAX for like when the new James Bond comes out with Denis, that will have 70mm. Whatever Coogler does next.
But it's just not even just his technical aspect. The way his films move are so. Although to be fair, Oppenheimer, there is like I said this to you, there is sort of I can't even remember now. I think it's like 30-minute portion of Oppenheimer where I was watching it. I was like, this is moving so fast. Like it's hard. It feels like a trailer.
That was the start, I think.
It was when he's like recruiting people.
Yeah.
I remember watching that and thinking, this is just going so fast. I can't even.
I'm like, oh, Jack Quaid. Oh, Betty Safdie. Oh, who's that? Oh, yeah, but it's so good though.
But it's so good.
Like
not that part, but like then
the whole film.
As a whole. Then that builds unlike any other film where it's the countdown and the.
But it's just like you hear he's like, oh, he's making Oppenheimer and he's going to shoot it in IMAX. Like, what's he even going to do? And then he just does it. He's just cracked. Like, he just figures out a way to just make it. Like, Oppenheimer, like, I do not like biopics, but Oppenheimer is just such an outlier in that genre that I'm just like, well, obviously that one is just so good.
Yeah, he's just so good. He's so good. Oh, you know, it'd be good in 70mm Parasite. Just look at that poster.
Yeah, something like that would be. Because I'm trying to think, like, because. It is rare for a film to have. There has been a Marvel movie with 70mm, I think.
Has there?
No, I know Eternals had some scenes in 143. So did Fantastic Four.
Well, Eternals had whenever
the Celestials.
Yeah.
Same with Galactus in Fantastic Four.
Oh yeah.
I think it was just that one scene at the start, but yeah, I thought the Odyssey was just like.
I'm very eager to watch it again.
Generational. What are your top 5 films of the century? The decade so far, the 2020s.
Of the century. 2020s, Christ, that's quite hard.
Let me go through with you some films that came out each year. 2020, I mean, not a lot.
Black Widow.
Black Widow '1. Never seen it.
I just know.
That was 2021 anyway.
Yeah, that's oh, is it?
Oh, so 2020, I've even got a 2020 ranked. 2021, you've got like No Way Home, Shang-Chi, Free Guy, Suicide Squad, Eternals, Godzilla Kong, Doom 1, Black Widow, Venom 2.
There you go. No, it won't be 2020. I reckon it would actually be a lot more recent.
2023, you've got like Barbie, Spider-Verse, Oppenheimer, Godzilla Minus One, The Flash.
Okay, yeah. Spider-Verse, Oppenheimer are going to be in there.
Yep.
I reckon...
TV Glow.
I was going to say, I want to say I saw the TV Glow because that's just a crazy film.
Anora, Longlegs, Substance, Deadpool, Wolverine,
The Batman,
Fall Guy,
I think I have to say.
The Batman, yeah, fuck yeah.
But I'm doing a lot of comic book films here.
Right, obviously. Avatar 2?
No.
Crazy.
No way.
Sinners, Superman.
Sinners, maybe. I think maybe I'm too recent on that, though. I need to watch that in IMAX, and then maybe I'd say Sinners.
We need to find those tickets.
Yeah, we do.
Need to go there more. Need to be making that a regular trip.
Yeah, word, man. Need to watch Interstellar again.
Yeah, word, man. Be like my 6th viewing in IMAX.
Valid. You know, Jane Schronenberg's got a new film coming out August.
Yeah.
Quite excited.
Is that about the girl doing something online, or was that her old film?
That was the last one. The new one is some summer camp thing.
Oh yeah. Anyway, no, that's a pretty shit ranking from you. Was that Oppenheimer, Spider-Verse, Batman? That's it.
TV Glow.
Top 5. One more.
Obsession.
Fair.
Maybe.
Fair. No Way Home. Actually.
Oh yeah, of course.
My baby.
Sorry.
Forgive me. They're gonna pounce.
What would I take out? So wait, would I take out Spider-Verse? I feel like it's a bit egregious doing two Spider-Man films in there, but also valid.
Take out TV Globe Batman.
I can't.
I don't even know if Oppenheimer's making my top 5. Oh, surely it will.
Oppenheimer's so good. I think I said I prefer Barbie when we watched Barbie and Oppenheimer. To
Yeah,
Oppenheimer.
same. But
now I'm so...
Barbie is good though.
Barbie is good.
Barbie is. I want to rewatch both of them, to be honest.
I really want to rewatch Oppenheimer. But again, I never want to watch a Nolan film anywhere but
But
in
the
IMAX.
BFI.
Nah, I could do an IMAX, just a regular IMAX.
Yeah. I think for me, No Way Home, Way of Water, Multiverse. No. No Way Home, Way of Water. Oh, Fantastic Four.
What?
No, I'm not ranking.
Oh, wait.
I'm just saying. Oh, maybe not top 5. Actually, that's a
Top
bit
5 of the
crazy.
decade. You're putting Fantastic...
Spider-Verse, Oppenheimer,
That's crazy.
Odyssey's got to be up there. Maybe June. Oh my God, June. Okay, right. June 2. June 2's 1. No, No Way Home is 1. No Way Home's 1. Then
God.
June 2.
All over the place.
Then Avatar 2. Oh God, this is hard. Oh, Mickey 17's top of my list. I
You
should
said easy.
watch that. Easy what?
You said this is easy. Asteroid City.
I mean, if I take my top film of each year, it's No Way Home, The Whale. Oh, to be fair, Top Gun. Okay, right. Top 5. No Way Home, June 2. What was the third one I said? Odyssey,
Yeah.
Top Gun Maverick. Oh, I haven't been for maybe Spider-Verse. Oh,
You're putting Odyssey above Oppenheimer.
I think so.
That's crazy.
I'm more... You know what? I watched Oppenheimer once and I thought, mate, I rated Oppenheimer like 3.5 stars when I first watched it. I've seen Oppenheimer... Can't talk. I keep doing that today. I saw Oppenheimer once and I thought, that was good. I saw Odyssey once and I was like, that was insane. I watched Oppenheimer again and I thought, okay, yeah, this is... Yeah. Nolan just leading the charge as usual.
Yeah,
It's been such a shit review. We just not talked about the film at all.
What can you say about a Nolan
it's
film?
just
It's just
all
good.
so good.
Go watch it.
Like, and because you know what, I did kind of think when I was watching, I was like, oh, like Tom Holland saying dad, mum, like that's a bit weird, but also like,
Could you not have just said father? Like, I feel like that.
yeah, but also like they are just a bunch of Americans playing Greek, so like at that point, like,
Yeah, I
is it
guess.
even? But just everyone is so good. Like Matt Damon, so good.
And they
Anne
cast
Hathaway.
a black person and a trans person, so I hate it.
This
I
is
hate
horrible.
it so much.
Right, never mind. 0 out of 10, guys. I hate this. Like Elliot Page, really good in like a really small role.
Yeah, same with Lupita
Nyong'o. Less so. I think she's always good, but I feel like Elliot Page, that scene in Hades really like he kind of shone. And I like
oh man, when he's covered in the dirt, and I'm
Mate.
like, that was my
and
favorite
like
part.
Benny Safdie, like Agamemnon is just aura. It's just
that was my favorite scene.
I do get that
Because it was so that was when I was watching it, and I was so in it at that point. I was so wrapped up in it, and it's so rare in a film that the entire weight of what's come before it can be so visually shown and explained, and it was doing that so well.
the fact that none of them were like zombies or anything. They were just men, just covered in mud.
Yeah,
And like, it's just so good. Like, and even just at the end, having this really simple dialogue scene between Odysseus and Penelope, and he kind of just sums up the whole point of the film, but it doesn't feel like you're just being told. It's
because
just
you feel like you have seen it. I don't know. Yeah, it's just so good.
And like, oh God, it's just so good. And when he's just like, it is that Oppenheimer moment where he's like,
Yeah.
when we did that, just not like nothing could ever be the same again because we just broke everything.
But it's also just we did that with so
abashedly,
without thinking.
kind of, yeah. And then I didn't get this from the film, but I heard people say it after, like the whole time they're talking about the people from the sea, like there's been more attacks, like we don't know like any, like they're like completely not abiding, and that is obviously meant to be them because they came from the sea. Well, I didn't get this from the film, but what I've heard people saying, and I guess it is true, is that all these rumors about the people from the sea was stories from Troy because they came from the ocean and didn't they didn't know they were coming.
They were the people from Troy.
No, the people from Ithaca. The like Agamemnon, Odysseus. Do you see what I mean?
Oh, well, they would come and...
Because they came from the sea and they attacked them out of nowhere, and now the story's probably been just misconstrued, and now it's like, oh, there's these people from the sea that they don't care about Zeus's law, like they just come and attack, and everyone's hearing about it, but no one realised it. And I think Odysseus does say like, oh, like I now realised that that was us. Or he knew that, but he just couldn't admit it. Everyone else seems to have got that from the film. I didn't get that, but it makes sense.
Yeah, maybe on a rewatch that'll be...
Yeah. I do also think with Nolan films, like, a rewatch really does help.
Well, with some especially. These ones are easier, I think. Like Interstellar, Inception, that's where
Oppenheimer was... I thought Oppenheimer was quite a lot to take in the first time. Interstellar, I think, does warrant that, but I think I've just seen it so many times like that. I get it. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah. Anyway, should we move on?
Yeah, well...
Should we go from peak to...
Is that your best film of the year? Or is Obsession still holding that?
I don't even know if I don't know if 28 Years Later trumps both of them, to be honest.
Oh, that is kind of valid. My top 5 of the year right now...
Maybe that's what I'm going to rewatch on the plane.
I think I'm going to watch the Heartstopper movie on the plane.
Trying to catch a glimpse. Oh, talk about that. Oh, you were in that, weren't you?
Oh, yeah, I was in Heartstopper forever.
How does that feel?
I haven't actually looked to see if you can see me. It's all right. Went back for one day, mate. It was sweltering hot. It was like 30 degrees and I was in like a school uniform. It was so long. But yeah, check me out in Heartstopper, guys. I was in the 3rd season now. My character made a return for one scene. I'm in Heartstopper forever. Go watch it. I don't know if it's meant to be good, but I like Heartstopper. It's cute.
I don't like Heartstopper, to be honest.
You haven't really watched it, mate.
I watched the first episode.
I bawled my eyes out of the last season.
I just think it's a bit too cringe for me, to be honest.
Shut up. So top 5 of the year right now: Odyssey, Obsession, Hoppers, 20 Years Later, Backrooms.
I think for me, mine would be the same films, I imagine, just shuffled around. I reckon it's too hard. 28 Years Later, Odyssey, Obsession, Manslaughter and Groot. It's a bit stinky, this list, actually.
Mate, the list, what, just in general? Yeah, mate, it's so dead. This year's been, I don't know, to be fair.
But Supergirl below Scream.
Mate, Supergirl was shit.
That's so...
Supergirl was so boring. Scream was funny.
Disclosure
Fuck you,
Day.
AI asshole.
Disclosure Day's so far down also.
Below Mortal Kombat 2.
Below Mortal Kombat 2 is crazy. Undertone's pretty low there as well.
Undertone was mid.
It was mid. I was spooked though.
Mando's pretty high.
Mando was
actually... You know what? I actually look back on Mando. I'll watch Mando again when it comes on Disney Plus, and I'll be like, I'm keen to give this a
Well, it's not... I don't think either of us said it was bad though. It's just... Why?
But also... But you know what it was? After Supergirl, I was like, nah, fuck Supergirl. Mando and Grogu, like, at least they tried a little
it's so
bit.
funny they're the ones we pit against each other.
Yeah, Supergirl was... If you'd have told me that, you will really dislike Supergirl, Mando will be fine. I'll be like, I'm not surprised Mando's fine, but Supergirl being terrible...
You thought that'd be the other way around. I never thought
Mando was going to be bad.
terrible,
Oh, yeah. I thought it could just be really like, watch it, be like, fuck, it's just like, this is just so long. I enjoyed watching Mando.
Same, just because I like the novelty of Star Wars in the cinema though.
And I like that. And I remember watching it being like, these are good characters. Like, these are good Star Wars characters. Like, I like these Star Wars characters.
Yeah, but this doesn't justify a $120 million film being made or whatever it was.
Oh man, I just can't believe. I'm really interested to see where Spider-Man slots in here next week.
One. Do you think? Oh, the Odyssey is pretty good.
Mate, the Odyssey's fine. I think it'll be one of those things where it's like, obviously I prefer Spider-Man, but the Odyssey is just so good. But it's so different.
Should we move on to what might be in the higher end of that list?
Avengers Doomsday.
Avengers Doomsday.
I mean, higher end, lower end, we'll see. I reckon Doomsday will definitely be in my top 10, but I don't think it'll be that high. I don't think it will be better than any of my top 5 right now.
Should we give the Doomsday trailer out of 10?
Doomsday trailer out of 10?
Out of 10. Can we do that?
Well, yeah, I think we're allowed to.
Would it work though?
What do you mean, would it work?
Would it work?
Should we just do it? Right.
Right.
Avengers Doomsday trailer, rating out of 10.
Sure.
3, 2, 1,
4
6 out of 10.
Oh,
4!
6 is high.
4 out of 10.
Bro, it's a mid-trailer.
I'm so angry that this trailer is so mid because we have been so geeked for this movie, and I have pictured the moment when I finally lay my eyes on some serious shots from this film, and it was the most disappointing thing.
Why does he do that?
It's Thor. This is Thor. This is Doom. Thor should land and go like, if this is Doom's finger, this is Storm. It should be like this. But instead it's like Thor land, Thor swing. Ding. The editing in that scene is so weird.
But it also just looks like crap.
Ding.
Like that shot of the side on a Doom looks so bad.
And also the shot where it's close up on him and he's just like, it just looks crazy. He looks like a baby and he looks so small. They filmed him from up here and he looks like he's literally just like, so you're not getting past me.
I just don't.
Something's coming. I like that. I like the voice.
Yeah, I like the
Something
voice,
we may
but
not
it's
be
just-
able to deter.
I mean, I'm sure he'll be good.
And at the end of this day, we will be faced with an unthinkable
Do you
decision.
think that's getting rid of the whole multiverse? For
It
one,
will be, we need to kill
everything.
or everything will die. I think, right, first of all, I thought the Doomsday trailer was fine. I think if I hadn't heard it described bit by bit 2 months ago, I probably would have been way more excited watching it, but it was just a trailer from CinemaCon. Why? Like, I don't get why you show something exclusive and then eventually release it. Like, I'm sure, I mean, one of the biggest questions I have, I mean, I'm going way off topic already, but what on earth are Marvel doing on Comic-Con on Saturday? Because if it's not the Doomsday trailer...
We just had the Doomsday trailer.
Yeah, I know. So it's
Oh,
it's
right, I
not
see what
that.
you mean, sorry.
We were like, oh, we've said, oh well, it'll be at Comic-Con. That makes sense. Like, bit weird they're releasing tickets before.
Why drop it a week before Comic-Con?
Oh man, I reckon something nutty's coming at Comic-Con.
What? Do you reckon a new...
They'll show something exclusive. This is the thing at Comic-Con. They'll probably be like, oh, here's the scene where Thor and the Wakandas and Thor and the Fantastic Four, New Avengers meet and they talk, and Thor's like, they will show a 5-minute scene to the people in Hall H at Comic-Con, and that makes sense. But they're not going to then release that online. So why would you show a trailer at CinemaCon? Everyone and their nan has heard the description of it, and then go, well, we'll release a trailer. Just put that one out. It's so not exciting. I was just watching it, being like, well, this is the exact trailer that I heard. I know exactly what Thor's going to say next, and I know at the end of this trailer we're going to get. Ding.
Do you think a new Avengers film is going to be announced?
Kevin Feige said no. Did you not see?
Oh,
Someone
I didn't
asked
see
me in an
that.
interview. He said no. He said no to that. He said Doomsday won't move, and he said there won't be a Secret Avengers. But also he would say that. I don't know. I did kind of think that because I was like, what would be bigger than the trailer? You know what could be? And look, no one watches our podcast really, so I'm just going to throw this out there. I heard, we'll call this segment the
Scoops.
the Scoopy Doo. This is a Scoopy Doo for you
Scoopy
guys.
Poopy Doo.
No, that's too similar to the Weekly Planet's
Scoops or poops.
hot scoop or shot of poop.
Scoop.
Where if the scoop's wrong, you have to do a shot of poop. But no one seems to have done one yet. But I'm not going to commit to that. Scoopy Doo, right? Scoopy Doo for you guys.
Scoopy Doo.
I heard. Fuck it. I heard that
Maybe we say an anonymous source has contacted the podcast.
Yeah, an anonymous source has contacted the podcast, slid into our DMs, and said, I've heard rumblings that there is a project about the young MCU heroes ready to start filming very soon. And if we get to Comic-Con and Marvel go, oh, so you guys have got Brand New Day next week, Doomsday and Secret Wars, but it's a bit of a gap in there. And it goes... Young Avengers, July, because Marvel every single year have a film on this July weekend. Ever since they did, since Deadpool, Wolverine, Fantastic Four, Spider-Man, and are they going to miss it next year? If they said Young Avengers, July 2026, now in production, I'm not surprised. If they announce a project between Avengers and Secret Wars, I think that's what it will be.
Do you not think, though, they want this year gap? So people watch Doomsday, they come out of it and they think, oh my gosh, I can't wait to watch the next one. And there's nothing between that. You just build that absence makes the heart grow stronger.
But they always did. They did Infinity War, and then you had Captain Marvel was like, this is the one in between, so people are going to be like, I need to see this.
And Ant-Man and the Wasp. Oh no, that was before.
No, that was after.
Yeah.
So that as well, like, I mean, I find it hard to believe the way Marvel is these days with leaks that we wouldn't have heard about that. But I heard that from someone that I don't know, but I would trust that that's not nothing. And maybe, you know what, maybe they'll go, oh, Young Avengers coming in 2028, do you know what I mean? But I don't think so. I think...
But you also not think then we're getting a lot of Avengers, Thunderbolts, New Avengers, Avengers Doomsday, Young Avengers, Avengers Secret. There's a lot of Avengers titles going on.
Maybe it wouldn't be called the Avengers, but also what? But then also what? Like, what is
Champions.
that film? Yeah, but also if they said, right, here's Doomsday, the Young Avengers team is here, and we're like, oh, how did that happen? Oh, I don't know, because the problem is that Cassie Lang is in Doomsday. She's definitely going to be in the Young Avengers. So if she's in it, you can't have the Young Avengers turn up in...
Do you think the Young Avengers are going to be in Doomsday?
I kind of think so. I think if not, they'll be... I've heard rumours that they're going to be in Secret Wars.
I think it's just...
Ironheart, Kate Bishop, Miss Marvel, Cassie Lang, Wiccan. Mate, there's so many. They set it up in the Marvels. They did set it up. Like, we've known for a long time there's so many young heroes. They're going to do it. And you're about to have Wiccan and Speed.
They need to do it now, though. They need to do it now.
This is what I'm saying. I think there's no way Marvel don't release a film in between.
Especially, well, these actors are starting to get old, though. They need to do it.
And I don't think you should... I don't know, because it's tricky. Because if you have Cassie Lang in... Because what I don't think they're going to do is say, right, Avengers Doomsday ends with Doom creating Battleworld. Here's a film with the Young Avengers on Battleworld. Now here's Secret Wars also on Battle. I don't think they're going to do that. But if... Cassie Lang being in Doomsday is really what... Because I don't think they're going to...
think she might just be in it as Scott's daughter, though?
Yeah, but if we then have a Young Avengers film, which is a prequel to Doomsday... Then and she's in it. Like, the thing is, Ant-Man and the Wasp made sense because he's not in Infinity War. And it's like, oh, what's Ant-Man been up to? Who's this Captain Marvel? Right, Endgame, they're both in it. So if you've got Cassie Lang in Doomsday, and then you then go, oh, here's this prequel story about what her and her friends just did. They're taking down Mephisto, whatever. And now they're going to be in Secret Wars. Like, I don't know.
I don't know. I think
I mean, a secret project in between, that would be massive.
It would be.
Because what else could
you don't
it be?
just think, maybe it'll just be the actors.
What do you mean?
Maybe it'll just be the actors doing a panel. I mean, that in itself would be pretty crazy.
I mean, if they were going to do another film between... Nah, I don't think you're getting all the actors there for Doomsday. I think you'll get a lot of them.
You'll get, I mean, all of them is a crazy feat.
I think X-Men's more... Bringing out an X-Men cast on stage is more likely, I think.
Bringing out Storm, Cyclops, Professor X,
but then also...
But does that not undermine the Doomsday cast?
And also, like, you can't bring out Sadie Sink and be like, she's Jean Grey. Oh, you waited this long, you're going to see Brand New Day in about a week.
They could say, and we've got more casted already. Like,
maybe you'll see them sooner than right. Like, because also, like, everyone knows, like...
That is crazy.
It's crazy. But think about who else is in that movie that no one else knows about.
Are we going to record that today?
Nah. Don't have time. Anyway, yeah, she's Jean Grey. She's in Spider-Man. Man, I'm so scared to get something ruined for me in Spider-Man, especially once the premiere happens and everything's going to be out there.
We're going to be in America for context, and it comes out a day early here.
Heartbroken. Oh God, I'm so geeked.
Oh, man, we should have got an earlier screening maybe. What was it, 12?
So like midday. I don't think there was an earlier one.
Oh, was there not?
Maybe not. There might have been one at like 10.
Oh, man.
Should have gone to
that. We're going to be tweaking.
Mate, I just remember the Odyssey finish and I was bugging out and then I just went, oh my God, 2 weeks from now we'll have seen Spider-Man as well.
That's crazy.
This is the best month of my life. July 2026 is really shaping up to be one of the best months of my life.
What's the next big release?
Doomsday in June.
Is there nothing?
Clayface. Hunger Games. Like nothing like big. I've not seen an MCU movie in a year. It's been a year.
They're putting all the Hunger Games back in. No, they're putting all the Hunger Games back in.
Oh, are they?
Yeah. Interested to...
I'll go to a couple of those.
Yeah, same.
I'll go to the
There's not loads of them either, so it's quite...
There is 5.
Oh, I'm just counting the main ones.
I'm more likely to go watch the prequel that they do, because that's the best one.
I think I'm more likely to watch.
Or maybe the first one.
I was going to say the other ones, because I don't actually know if I've seen the other ones.
Catching Fire is great. Seen that night. That was good.
I think I have seen,
that's good.
I have seen Catching Fire, actually. I've not seen Mockingjay. Definitely not seen either of them.
I've seen them once, and I just remember them being meh. So, but yeah. The Doomsday trailer. Should we actually talk about that? The Doomsday trailer. Let's actually talk about that like we were meant to. Comic-Con, we'll see. Next week's episode, Comic-Con. Following week's episode, brand new day.
Keep an eye out for the TikTok.
What TikTok?
Oh, TikTok.
What, on the day it comes out?
On Comic-Con. This weekend.
What do you mean? Oh, what, we'll do some fun stuff. Oh, I'm so annoyed I should have got those t-shirts. That would have been so, like, do some Spider-Man trivia and get a t-shirt.
Well, it's too late now, isn't it?
It's far too late. Forking out 80 quid for that express delivery. But the Doomsday trailer, right, so we open Professor X. I think, right, that opening scene with Professor X, he's going, that shot, the shot where Johnny's hugging someone, which I think people are really assuming is Sue, it's definitely Franklin, by the way. It's definitely Franklin. If you look at his hair, it's so obviously Franklin. I think Professor X, that shot, I think Doom rising up, I think all those shots are from the last, 10 minutes. I think Professor X is watching his world be, destroyed to form Battle World. I think Johnny's holding Franklin as the world's about to be exploded into Battle World. I think Doom is rising up.
Do you think a lot of the X-Men get killed in Doomsday? Surely
maybe.
Professor X, surely Magneto are dying.
They're going to kill Professor X again. He always dies. But I think the reason I think that shot, because that shot where he's looking out the window, there's already rubble. So I think the fight happens, the Avengers fight the X-Men, and then when they're like, no, like, we're on the same team, now we need to go after Doom. I think Gambit will go with them, Cyclops will go with them. I really thought at one point you could not have told me that Wolverine is not going to be in that universe, but now I don't know. If we watch that and there's no other secret X-Men characters, I'll be like, why? Like, why is this the team? Such a dead roster.
Oh, yeah, but you could say that about the whole of the film.
No, I know, but anyway, I think a few of the X-Men will go on with the main, because I think there's going to be a sort of team that go to, whether it's the TVA or Latveria, like there's going to be sort of like, it'll be Reed and Ben will go, and they'll be in the main team, and Sam and Falcon will go, and
Clayface trailer.
Oh, crazy!
Sorry, I'm looking for the Doomsday trailer. I just want to.
Something's coming.
I
do really like that dialogue. When this day is done, we'll be faced with an unthinkable decision. Just look up Doomsday trailer, bro. God damn. Bro's going on that. He's going to click on that Doomsday live stream, mate. Because the Russo brothers posted that blank screen with the TikTok.
Yeah.
Mate, if you went on the stream, it was counting down for 10 minutes.
Yeah.
Oh, mate, if I'd have seen that, I would have bugged. Because you were like, I hate them. Why do they keep doing stuff like this?
Because it was annoying.
But they posted something on the Fantastic Four account as well.
I'm sorry, all this stuff with Doom looks like crap. It looks like AI.
Oh, it does look bad. Mate, that shot, pause it. That shot of him rising up, the shot of him going like that, and the shot of Stephen Thor at the end. Bro, I seen them HD leaked like a week or two ago, and I just thought, that's obviously AI.
Well, because it looks so bad.
Mate, and when I saw the front cover of the trailer, I was like, I cannot believe that is the real shot.
Avengers Tower. Bit boring that they just changed it into Avengers Tower.
Also, everyone was saying I
guess we did know that in Thunderbolts, didn't we? But still.
Everyone's got these, it's got these 3 spires on it. I'm like, does it? And also, how could you tell that in CinemaCon? I mean, yeah, you can see that in the Brand New Day trailer. Thor arriving with the Fantastic Four is interesting.
I think this shot looks horrible.
Mate, the whole thing just does not look
when
good.
Them all standing in a team. That's from that leaked behind the scenes, with the blue screen in the background. That's almost definitely from
Yes,
that.
probably. But I think...
And also, can I just say, Thor's dialogue is so boring. It's just nothing. It's just such a nothing of dialogue.
You know what? This trailer simply was not good enough as it needed to be, and it did not. They've really been secretive with Doom, and I thought, they're saving him so we can see him in the trailer. And now he's barely in it. And also, Thor's like, we've faced so many enemies, people have died. He's the worst one by far. We're done. And like, do you need to communicate that in the trailer? Like, him stopping Stormbreaker,
It's not enough.
like,
But
no,
also
it's
when
not.
Thor goes, like, I fought with people much stronger than you. Like, I don't really know who he's talking about here. Is he talking about the Asgardians?
Anyone, the Asgardians, like,
But it's just such a nothing. That's what I mean by when I say it's just a nothing statement he's saying, and it's all of it.
I think Thor. I mean, Thor's old. Like, Thor's fought a lot of time. Thor's lost a lot of people, like, to threats that he seems to deem less scary than Doom. But it's not impactful when you don't see why he's so scared.
Mm.
And also, what's the context? So Thor is with the Fantastic Four. So what I'm guessing is, I don't know. What I'm guessing, what could happen, and I would like this. I would like Thor to meet Doom before anyone else, and that fight is really early.
What?
'Cause
And then he just gets annihilated.
If Thor gets annihilated by Doom, and then he's like, and then he realizes where he's going, or whatever, or Thor's just like, right, I need to get back to Earth now to get everyone together. And then he sort of runs into the Fantastic Four ship, very similar to where he runs into the Guardians of
this
Infinity
sounds
War.
too similar.
And then on the Fantastic Four ship is the Fantastic Four. Oh, but then also there's so many rumors and stuff that Doom is going to be like with the Fantastic Four, and he's going to...
But apparently Doom is obsessed with Steve Rogers as well.
Well, I think when we saw Thunderbolts and Fantastic Four, we thought, right, what's happened is Doom's kidnapped Franklin because he's heard about his powers. And he's kidnapped him, stolen the Fantastic Four ship, and he's heading to 616 for some reason, right? But I think what's more likely from everything we've heard is that Doom is probably just there because he's there to be like, there's an incursion, this is why, like, we need to stop it. They get Steve, Steve's like, I know where we can get people to help. They go to the MCU, Thor runs into them, he's like, oh my god, Steve's back. They get to the Avengers compound, they're all there, right? But then Thor... But the problem is that Thor needs to be saying in that scene... To be fair, do we know that it's that scene in the Avengers Tower where he's saying he's the biggest threat?
What about if Doom does the rounds, kidnapping a bunch of children, goes to fight the Fantastic Four, takes Franklin, goes to take Thor's daughter...
Young T'Challa.
Yeah. And then they all come together because they all are like, okay, we need to... I don't know why the Fantastic Four are going over to this universe, though.
It's because they've got Steve with them. Because they're probably like, there's an incursion between our world and your original world, so we need to go. And he's like, well, like...
Do you think Steve, at the end, going to be revealed that he's Captain Hydra?
Oh, he does look a bit weird.
It does look like it might be like that. Are we going to do old Avengers versus new Avengers in some way?
I don't know.
I mean, Hulk's already evil.
Wow. I mean, I guess. He's not going to be by the end of Brand New Day, is he?
Well, he might be dead.
All the memes about Thor turning up and just being like, really? Is this it? It's so funny. Where he's like, is this really the best we can do? It's like, they've seen the ones where it's like the Thunderbolts when Thor asks what their powers are. It's just like a video of Jake Gyllenhaal just throwing a bunch of guns in front of the camera. Oh, just look at that roster. I'm just so dead.
Also, you know what it is? It's just they've had barely any films about them.
Yeah, you know what it is?
I don't have enough connection to these characters to really be like, oh man, like there they are.
This film is a culmination of 3 films, and it's the last 3.
Yeah.
And the one that you're not including is going to be the biggest and best, the most popular one, which is Spider-Man.
But also we're just, well, it's Endgame, guys. We're carrying on from Endgame now. But I'm watching this, I'm thinking, well, this literally just looks like we've skipped over everything, gone from the last 2 films.
No, I do think you say that, but if you were watching this trailer and you hadn't watched anything since Endgame, you would be like, I don't recognise anyone apart from Thor and Cap.
If you watch Thunderbolts and Fantastic Four, you could gauge it.
Yeah, and Brave New World.
Sort of, not even. You would know.
Yeah, but once you watch Brave New World, you know everyone. Because the only person you don't know is Falcon. Oh, yeah. Oh, I just don't know. I just think, what else happened? Let's go through the trailer.
I've got it here.
But yeah, I'm a bit confused when this sort
Cyclops, Avengers.
Gambit versus Shang-Chi is cool. Like, seeing Shang-Chi again, I'm like, man, it's been too long.
But why, again, Why is Gambit suddenly Channing Tatum as Gambit?
What's wrong with that?
I just don't like really. I don't know. I don't think he's that good.
I think he'll be playing it very differently to Deadpool and Wolverine. It won't be the same one.
No, it probably won't be. But it is the same suit. And is he going to have that voice? I don't know.
No, he's not, mate. He won't.
You think he'll be American?
No, but it'll be Deadpool and Wolverine. His voice was meant to be a joke. It's not going to be like that.
But you can't introduce a character as a joke and then like. I feel the same with Thor. Why we've had so many iterations now of Thor in this universe that he just feels like a different character each time.
The Love and Thunder really did kind of cook that because he does just feel like he's reverted back completely, which I'm sure. But also, like, if the film opens and Thor and Love are there and he's all being jokey and he's got long hair and then Doom kidnaps his daughter, he probably will be like, I need to lock in right now.
Yeah, I guess.
But what is this? Just.
Loki, looking at the TVA
Loki in the trailers, I think they only put that in because everything about that is leaked. I think they only put that in there because like people know about that. Like, have you heard what that scene is?
What?
Have you not heard this?
Well, tell me.
Oh, I'm not sure you want. I wouldn't want to know this.
Just tell me.
So apparently, and I think this will be the scene that's attached to Endgame. So I say, if they're going to attach a scene, it will be this. So apparently, Loki in the film, spoilers, I guess. Loki pre the end of Loki between like seasons 1 and 2 or sometime in season 2 is sent to visit Steve because Steve being in that timeline
is dangerous.
Is like dangerous. So he's like, we'll relocate you. And then he relocates him to the Fantastic Four universe.
And then he goes and
then he says, but here's my card. If you ever need me, like, you know where to find me. So I'm guessing what's going to happen is Steve is going to be like, I'll call Loki, and Thor's going to be like, Loki, like, what on earth? But like, do you mean?
I feel like we've spoken about this before, and you said, why is he wearing that though?
Who?
Steve. Surely he should be wearing like a sort of a 60s outfit, and instead he's just wearing a black bomber jacket and t-shirt with cargos.
Why is he wearing that?
I don't know why he's wearing that.
But I think
Steve also looks terrible. I hate the way his hair looks.
Yeah, word, man. That wig,
ugly,
awful.
Ugly. This is when they're sort of standing in Atlantis,
yeah.
And M'Baku is saying hello to her.
To be fair, I like, I think it was probably one of the better looking scenes is the scene quickly where like with Shuri, Namor, and M'Baku.
Look at this meaty ass lineup, bro. You got the Thing, you got Sue, you got Winter
Bucky,
Soldier,
Ant-Man. Oh no, Falcon, Ghost. Ghost, bro. So dry. But that scene, the scene where it's Shuri and M'Baku and Namor, and then Shuri kind of puts a suit like that looked good, and that made me think like I want to watch Black Panther 2 again. Because Black Panther 2 is not amazing. Like, it's great.
I'm sure it's better than we remember as well.
And also, like, it looks good.
Also, Herbie's there.
I kind of like that. I like this shot because you can see Reed stretching. Like
you
that, shot like that. Like,
Captain America's here as well.
Yeah, like a shot like when I see like Reed holding Sam Wilson and Captain America back while you're laying, I'm like, this is cool. But also, again, it's the last 3 movies.
Yeah, and then we got Magneto and Professor X crying.
I don't know. Magneto looks more like...
there's Cassie and there's...
Magneto looks more... I think Magneto doesn't look upset in that scene. He looks more like, I'm going to betray you. And Charles is being like, please don't.
Do you think?
Yeah.
Have I gone?
I think you've missed it.
Yeah.
You missed it.
No, that's it, bro.
Bro, but you didn't see his face. God damn. Like the Yelena Mystique thing, like, yeah, that is... Like, he looks more angry.
Do you reckon maybe... There's going to be a bit of Magneto says we need to destroy this other universe so ours doesn't die. Like that's how it needs to be. And Professor X is like, no, we can't do that. And then they don't do it.
Well, so no, because rumors are that the X-Men have been dealing with incursions, and the opening scene is Deadpool and Wolverine. But also, what is it? Deadpool and Wolverine being sent by Professor X and Magneto from that universe, or is it Deadpool and Wolverine? Because the Deadpool and Wolverine from the end of Deadpool and Wolverine aren't in a universe with an X-Men. They're with their own... Like... I don't know. I think Namor and Magneto will definitely sort of be trying to side with Doom. I think Doom will sort of have a bit of a League of Supervillains. I think that would be cool. Oh, God. Right. Let me show you what I mean.
I also don't like that shot of... I just saw it of Namor like flying. It looks terrible.
I didn't really think it looked bad, but I've heard everyone saying it does.
But it looks so bad.
Yeah, it does actually. Like, right, this is... I'm going to slow this down a little bit. The bit where Doom and Thor are about to show off, what's the word? Showdown. Like, right, so Thor... In Infinity War, Thor jumps up and just launches Stormbreaker at Thanos and gets him in the chest, right? Which is so cool.
Mm-hmm.
In this, right, he jumps up, he swings with it, right? Surely, like why does it cut? Why in this scene, in this shot, do we see it hit? Oh, the editing is so bad, man.
So he jumps, he swings.
Look, it should be fingers now. But why is it that, like,
Yeah,
weird?
so it seems like jumps back in time almost.
Yeah, exactly, bro. It's so bad.
You know what it is? Yeah. Oh god, yeah, that's awful.
Mate, it's awful, bro.
Like he makes contact with it, and then it cuts back.
It looks like, I'm gonna enact this for a second. It looks like Thor jumps like this, right? Say this is Doom. Hold this. What it should be is Thor jumps and goes like that. What it looks like is Thor jumps, lands, ding. So, like, of course he can stop it because he doesn't even put his full force behind it. It's so dumb. And Thor looks terrible, mate. That shot looks awful.
Why is his hair? Oh yeah, yeah.
Like, pause it on the shot where Thor looks at him like, oh, mate, it looks so bad.
Well, when he stops it.
Yeah. Oh, that shot of Doom is so. Pause it there. Let me see. Oh god, that's so unfinished. To be fair, it's months out. Like, I'm sure it will look fine, but I'm sure visual effects it will look fine. But I'm sure visually.
But do you think this is gonna? Are you still thinking it's gonna?
What, be like Infinity War level?
Yeah. Do you still think this is gonna be as big as Infinity War?
As big? What do you mean?
Do you think it's gonna make as much money as Infinity War?
I just don't know. To be fair, the overall reaction has been very positive. You know what it is as well? I was thinking, this really does just show some of the stuff with the X-Men, everyone sort of meeting, and then, you know what shot I do like? I like the shot where it's Stormbreaker and Thor's walking, and then it focus pulls and you see Doom. That's cool. That is a cool shot. But I do think, like, they showed a bit of the heroes sort of seemingly meeting for the first time at Avengers Tower. A bit of a fight, small bit of a fight with Doom, and then, like, Avengers versus X-Men. Like, that is it. Like, I'm sure there will be a lot more in this film that we haven't even scratched the surface of yet. But this trailer just didn't.
But this isn't how you want. I don't think the reception's been very good. Honestly, I've seen more negative than positive.
Bro, I've seen everyone is. But that's also in, like, the space that we can't. But I don't know. I don't know. Like,
I've been seeing I honestly have not been seeing that much positive. I think this has done more damage to Doomsday than good.
I was thinking, if I was, you know what, this trailer, it's not big enough. They needed to. I know they want to hold off what they're showing, but people need to see nutty stuff. And people are like, oh my god, Doom Stormbreaker with two fingers, or like, but I just don't think it is, because it just looks bad.
I've not seen people saying that.
I think I was thinking, if I was someone that was not invested in the MCU and I was like, oh, there's a new Avengers film, let's watch this trailer, I'd be like, nah, Marvel's, like, they've lost it. Like, this just isn't going to be that good.
Yeah,
I'm fascinated to see the next trailer, because I normally don't watch second trailers, but this one I definitely will watch.
I can't believe they've waited this long to release a trailer, and then they kind of did just drop it on Monday and didn't sort of.
And also, like, it was fine.
But there was nothing behind it. They didn't. It wasn't like a day before they said, "Oh, trailer tomorrow." Nothing. It just dropped.
I think that, man, I'm telling you, something nutty's coming up, because they're doing. I mean, it's the week of Comic-Con. They're doing it, mate. They're putting all this stuff over San Diego. Comic-Con's not going to be just like, they did a panel with the stars. They showed a clip to their Hall H people. That's it, mate. Something like Toby and Hugh on stage is not out of the question.
Yeah, that would be crazy.
Mate, that would be nuts. Imagine that. Imagine, like, we're going to show the opening scene, and then they show that, and then they're like, oh, we've got Tobey Maguire and Hugh Jackman here.
Yeah.
Mate, that would be nutty. Like, that would be a headline.
Oh, mate, 100%. Anyway, we should wrap up.
Yeah.
But big episode. Next week is going to be a very special episode.
Something's coming, yeah. I really like that. I don't know. I find that really satisfying, that dialogue. But I don't know, man. I feel like I was so... You know what it was? I was so excited for Doomsday when we knew so little about it. And I feel like the more I know...
The less confident you get.
Not even confident, just excited. Like, I don't know. And that
Do you
trailer,
still think this is going to be really good?
I kind of do. I just do. I don't know why. I mean, there was some rumors that apparently they're having a bit of problem with the editing. Like they're kind of realizing that maybe it's not as good as they had hoped. But it doesn't sound like a catastrophe. And also, it's just rumor.
Yeah, but if we walk out of it and you go, yeah, it was good. I really could see this maybe being sort of Deadpool and Wolverine like.
Oh no!
You walk out and you're like, yeah, that was good, and then you sort of sit on it and you just get more.
No, that's so dead. Nah, mate, it'd be so different to that. I just don't know. This trailer just really. I'm really sad that this trailer just didn't. I wanted to see the Doomsday trailer and be like, oh. But also, what I would be interested is if if in December, right, Avatar that was the trailer they showed and there was nothing else. With Steve at the end, like, and we were in the cinema, like, we would probably be like, oh my god. But also, I think I would afterwards be like, kind of looks crap, but I'm so excited. But then I would feel like this again. I would feel like this after.
Well, you think all this sort of dripping out of information has kind of soured it for you?
I just mean, I think at that time, a year in advance, when we still really knew nothing, like we didn't even know, we just found out Steve's coming back. If you show me that trailer,
I mean, it is close.
Mate, it's like 4 months away. 4 months. That's ridiculous. That is crazy. It's really not that far.
Have you seen as well Spider-Man fully locked, picture locked?
Yeah, 10 days in advance.
Yeah.
Great.
I think that's fine.
I really don't know.
Nah.
You know what I need to know? I need to know whether there are any shots in the Spider-Man trailers from the third act. I kind of feel like there's not. Like what?
I don't know, but
think about that scene that we know about. When does that happen in what we've seen so far? Probably after the scene with Hulk, to be honest. Would make sense.
What scene that we know about?
The comic cover recreation with two characters. One of them Spider-Man. The other one is the other character that's been nutties in the film.
Okay.
You don't know what I'm talking about.
No. Oh, I've seen that online.
I don't think that's real.
Oh,
Surely
I've seen that online.
I feel like I would have seen that.
But it's very weird if I've seen that online and heard that.
Oh, yeah, but obviously people think that's going to happen. Surely that's not real.
I think it is.
Let me see if I can find it. Oh, do I want to see that?
Anyway, let's wrap up.
Oh, no, I don't want to be looking up just brand new day leaks on my phone. I'll just see, oh, Mr. Net. Oh.
All right.
So they wore Mr. Negative outfit the other day. Anyway, we'll see you next week for Comic-Con.
To be fair, did you see Kevin Feige was like, oh, Spider-Man PS4 has really changed the visual language of Spider-Man. We've taken a lot from it. Massive.
You can tell. I mean, you can tell from the first trailer, from the first set photos. Also, do you see what you said about Blade?
It's just done.
He said, I feel like a failure and a loser for not being able to get off the ground. He said that.
Did he say that exactly?
Yeah.
I saw him saying, I feel like I've disappointed Ursula.
That is peak. I wonder if that means... He didn't say it will never happen. Someone said, oh, how do you feel about Blade? And he went, well, I'm really happy Wesley Snipes came back. That was great. I was just like, oh, God.
Anyway, thank you for watching. Special episode next week.
Thanks, guys. Comic-Con breakdown.
Did
we have one of those last year? There wasn't really anything at Comic-Con last year. Marvel didn't go.
No.
Marvel don't go. It's just dead. To be fair, last time Marvel went, they announced Doomsday and Secret Wars with RDJ coming back. They've got to follow that up big with that movie coming out this year.
I do feel like when Marvel are going to Comic-Con, usually you know something is going to happen.
Yeah, usually it's big. I mean, that 2019 one after Endgame, where they just went, here's the next 3 years. That was crazy.
Anyway, thank you for watching. Bye-bye.
Final prediction. What they're doing at Comic-Con. What's going to be the big thing?
I don't know. I think they'll just announce a couple of films.
Like what?
Some some X-Men stuff.
I think X-Men will be the big thing. I think it'll be Avengers. It'll be Doomsday.
Do you reckon they'll say Mutant Saga?
They've already said that. They've already announced
it. Do you reckon like putting it actually probably out there with a logo?
I think they've done that already. I think it'll be X-Men's coming out on this day. Here's Jake Schreier. Here's Cyclops. Here's Storm. Here's Gambit. Here's Beast. Do you know what I mean? I think it'll be a few characters. And then he'll be like, oh, maybe there'll be some more X-Men that you'll be seeing very soon.
That's exactly what I said about 30 minutes ago.
You do that to me all the time, mate, so don't want to hear
it. All right.
Anyway, guys, we'll see you next week.
Thanks for watching.
We'll be in a very different setting for the next episode, so...
Bye-bye.
Bye.